Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with NK Maribor. The season's over and of course we won the league, 20 points clear of second place Domzele. We won the league about the same time as we won it last year. You can also see we're in a cup final against Mura, who finished 9th. I don't know whether their season's over yet. Did they go down, or have they still got more games to play after the cup final? They've still got more games to play, so they're in some form of weird relegation playoff. Since the last episode, we've obviously played the entire season, but we played one more Champions League game. It was a 3-1 defeat against Bayer Leverkusen. Leo Bonatini scored, but Christian Maffler got himself sent off after 2 minutes, which basically meant we were never going to win anyway. In the second half of the season, I kind of got to a point where I wanted to start playing some more of the, less of the loan signings and more of our actual players. So a lot of the loan signings like your Tyrone Mings, people like that, didn't actually play. You can probably see there on the list. There's a certain Lyle Foster, whose name appears quite a lot, specifically there in the 6-2 victory against Celje. That was his debut, scored 6 on his debut. I've bought a lot more people. From Pierre and Joe downwards are all the new signings. I'm not going to go through them all in detail. So this is Pierre and Joe, 19-year-old Cameroonian, on loan at Alumni to the rest of the season. 4 games, 1 goal for them. Good. Oliver Eno is an 18-year-old Cameroonian shadow striker, or will be when I'm done with him. Emmanuel Agu is an 18-year-old Nigerian who's actually going to be training up as a ball-playing central defender. Chiaka Dumbia is a Malian central midfielder. Jose Antonio is an Angolan left-sided midfielder. I was going to train him up to be a left-sided wing-back, but he's rubbish, so he's already transfer listed. John Akinola is a Nigerian left-back who's on loan at Tabor Cesana. He's going to get retrained to be a left-sided wing-back as well. Ibrahim is a Nigerian central defender with a lot of potential. He really needs to go out on loan next season because I think he's probably going to be one of our better youth prospects. One of the more important signings is Lyle Foster. He's real. He's an 18-year-old South African with just the 1 cap to his name. He's joined from Orlando Pirates for 575k or maybe 525k. As you saw earlier, he did score 6 on his debut. He scored 17 in 13 games for us this season. He's very good at football. I'm hoping his value goes up a lot and we can possibly shift him on for a couple of £1 million to maybe with someone with a sell-on fee. The biggest transfer to date for £1 million, we have signed Nnamdi Kayode, a Nigerian attacking midfielder. He is ridiculous. 9 games, 1 goal, 3 assists for us so far. Obviously, being Nigerian, he counts as a foreign footballer, but he's actually going to be playing quite a lot of football, specifically because Dejan Versic has retired. Joe Rowley is going to count as a foreign footballer as well, so Kayode will probably be one of the first names on the team sheet next season. Peter Chinedu has signed on a free transfer. He's a Nigerian striker, needs to go out on loan. For £600,000, Slovakian left-back Peter Kovac has signed. He's real good. He is going to replace Christian Maffler. Maffler loves to get sent off. Maffler is also foreign. Kovac is 17 years old, has been sent off once though. He isn't foreign. He's also got 2 caps for Slovakia and he's only 17. Sodiq Adegboyega probably has signed. He's an 18-year-old Nigerian goalkeeper. Probably not going to get too much football with us, but he might get better. Clayton Augusto is a Brazilian ball-winning midfielder on loan at Radomelja. I think that's how it's pronounced, Radomelja, not Radomelj. I don't think you can pronounce the J. Anyway, he signed on a free transfer. He looks really good. Karamoko Kuome is another player to sign. He is an 18-year-old Ivorian striker from Satellite FC in the Ivory Coast. He's got a bit of potential. Technically, he looks very good. Mentally, he's not so great. Physically, not so great either. And finally, a player that I signed in the very first transfer window of the game, but it's taken this long for him to turn up. I don't know why it took so long. It doesn't make sense to me, but Parfait Guiagon has signed from Africa Sports for £600,000. He's not kicked a ball for us yet. But he's got a lot of potential. He's 2-star current ability. I want to loan him out to a Slovenian side for next season. Hopefully someone's going to want to do it. So that is everyone. That is all the signings we've made all season. £11 million we've spent. There is one thing that I need to kind of draw your attention to. So there is a player here. Omar Mendy. He has left and he has signed for PSG. I don't know why PSG... They played him. He's actually kicked a ball for PSG. What happened here? I can't even see. Not only did he kick a ball, but he actually scored. So, yeah, Omar Mendy's gone to PSG. The only thing that I wanted to do when I sold him was made sure I had a 50% sell-on, which I have got. So, if he gets good and actually gets sold for a decent chunk of money from PSG, which a lot of players often do, we're going to see half of it. So, if he goes for 20 million, we're getting £10 million from a player who isn't even ours anymore. There's also a few other names on this players out list. Kasim Dumbaya has left. He's gone to the Puskás Academia in Hungary. Andrea Koda has left to Matera. So there's a few players have gone. I'm not really surprised. Joe Rowley went on loan to MK Dons because I realised he's not going to be playing next season, so he may as well head back to England sooner rather than later. Looking at the squad then, we've got a lot of goals. We've got a hell of a lot of goals. 31 goals for Bonatini, 26 for Luka Zahovic. Marcos Tavares got 20. Lyle Foster got 18 and just 15 appearances for us. 9 for Kramaric. Isidore Bakayoko also gets 5. So does Versic, who's also retiring at the end of the season. So there's a lot of goals, mainly from our strikers. But you see Martin Kramaric, although Kramaric kind of played up front as well. Kramaric and Isidore Bakayoko and Versic obviously also getting on the score sheet. Assist-wise, it's the same players really, apart from Carl Norton has popped in there with 10 assists from the right-sided wing-back spot. Just in case you are wondering, transfer budget is still quite high. We've just got under £10 million to spend. No one wants to sign. I've been looking, right, what I do is at the moment I've been doing this and I've kind of gone, I've got people who are EU national and not English. I could do it obviously not Scottish and Welsh, and people whose contracts are expiring. And so if I sort by money, let's go Nolito. He's listed, he's got on £115,000 a week, but he just refuses. Like everyone, we don't have the financial power, even though, in theory, we probably could. Let's have a look at Edison. Edison's on £7,000 a week. Okay, he's interested, but look, that is the most we can offer. £1,400. And I don't know how we can change that. So next season, I'm probably going to have to utilise the loan market again, or the other plan that I have, and it's kind of not really a good plan, but the other plan is we get to, ideally, the Champions League, the final game for the Champions League group stages, and we lose. We throw it away, we get ourselves into the Europa League and hopefully climb out of a Europa League group stage, because at the moment, going into the Champions League, we just get battered every single time we play a match in the Champions League because we're not good enough. Anyway, enough about next season. We've still got one more game to play. It's the Slovenian Cup. It is us trying to retain our title. Obviously, we probably should. We do have 7 players away on international duty, however. So it looks like a lot of the players who are on international duty are actually like under 20s. Unfortunately, that does mean players like Isidore Bakayoko is the Ivory Coast under 20. Lyle Foster is going to be in the South Africa under 20s. He's away with proper South Africa. So yeah, there's quite a lot of our youngsters who aren't going to be playing, but the starting lineup we are going to go for: Gregor Sorkan in goal, Klimenec, Rosero and Koblar will be the back 3. As you can see, I'm kind of rotating my side to make sure that our actual players play. Kyle Norton is the only loanee who's starting the game. Peter Kovac, the 17-year-old Slovakian left-back, will also be starting. Alex Pila and Blas Vorhovic in the middle. Nemandi Kayode will be the shadow striker behind Luka Zahovic. And Mr. Maribor, Marcos Tavares. Leo Bonatini is on the bench. He's probably going to come on because when he comes on, particularly in non-competitive games, and I feel like this might be one that's considered non-competitive, he does normally score. It does look like the final this year is being played in a stadium that is actually fully built. Last season, I don't know whether you remember, but the stadium was under construction, and I don't actually know why. So it looks like they've finished their building work, and we're actually playing in, I think this is the Slovenian National Stadium and possibly Alumni Stadium, not quite sure, or Olympia Stadium, something like that. Now, we've played Mura a number of times this season, and every time we play them, we either batter them or get battered. Norton's going to cross in. Vorhovic is there, straight at the keeper. Yeah, so the last time we played them, I think we beat them 7-0. I think we've also beaten them like 5-1 as well. And we've also lost 3-0 to them. So they're a bit of a strange team like that. Vorhovic with the ball finds Carl Norton. Plays it across. Kovac, the 17-year-old, into the area. He's got loads to aim for. Mr. Maribor's there. It is just over the bar. 13 minutes on the clock. Tavares has potentially bruised his ankle, so he's not going to be playing any more than up to half-time, which is now under 5 minutes away. We've got a corner. Pilar takes it. It's gone to Tavares, headed clear. Blas Vorhovic has had a go from outside the area. What an effort that was. And it's just over the bar. It is going to be 0-0 at half-time. We've been the much better side, but we're not actually taking any of the 6 chances that we've had. I don't want this to go to extra time and penalties again like last year. I can't be dealing with that. Right, aggressive. I'm far from pleased. Who's annoyed? Peter Kovac. Well, shut up. Right, our strikers are not doing very well. Tavares is coming off for Leo Bonatini. I think that's all we're going to do at the moment. Hopefully, Leo Bonatini in his final ever game wearing a Maribor shirt because he's not coming back next year. Not a chance are they going to let him. Hopefully he gets on the score sheet and wins us a trophy. At the hour mark, it is still not going very well. Still 0-0. Strikers still playing terrible. 2 injuries for Mura though. Nothing's happening at all. We've had 0 highlights. We've had 15 shots now. Corner comes in. It is cleared. Vorhovic is going to hopefully get there first, just before it goes off the pitch. Crosses in again. Terrible cross. Klemenic gets the ball. Plays it forward to Pila. Pila across to Bonatini. Bonatini gets tackled. Somehow wins the ball back. Pila to Vorhovic. Vorhovic to Kayode. Across. Bonatini's not going to get there. Mohamed with the ball. Mohamed gets tackled. Bonatini to Kayode. The Nigerian into the area. Rattles the crossbar, but puts it into the back of the net. Just over 10 minutes to play. We are 1-0 up in the final. Nnamdi Kayode, the Nigerian, with a goal in his first ever cup final. Because, you don't play too many of them. Should probably do some more subs. We've got just under 8 minutes to play. I want to do 2 more subs. Let's bring on Luke Garbett for Kovac, because Kovac got a bit annoyed. Do we bring on let's bring on Dino Hotic for Blas Vorhovic. That is all of our subs. I didn't really think about them there, because I've realised Kovac is on a 7.3. Probably should have kept him on. Kus with a throw for Mura. It's gone deep, very deep actually. Pucko across, free header at the back, and it's 1-1. Denny Simjonovic with the goal. And it's probably because I subbed the left back off, isn't it? What is it with cup finals? Really, what is it with cup finals? Every time we seem to get to one, which is 2 years in a row now, we can't score, and we always seem to concede. Carl Norton gets the ball. Luka Zahovic, he's got 3 to his left. He's terrible. He's terrible. He's actually terrible. That wasn't a shot and wasn't a pass. I don't know what he did there. It's going to go into extra time. They've had 2 shots. 2 shots, both on target, scored a goal. Aggressive. Every time you see me, I'm just being aggressive at people. Carl Norton's annoyed this time. I don't care. This is your last game for us. Actually try and do something. 95 minutes on the clock. Luke Garbett, long ball upfield. Bonatini's going to run onto it. He's got 1 inside. Is he going to go it alone? He does go it alone. Easy goal for the Brazilian Leo Bonatini. Luke Garbett with the assist. So 2 of the substitutes combining to get us the goal. Can we not throw it away now? We've got a lead. We've got another, 15 minutes or so to play. Rosero to Hotic. Hotic has got Garbett to his left. He's got 4 in the box if he can find any one of them. Luka Zahovic is one of them. It's going to be a penalty. Carl Norton goes down. Zahovic is going to be the one to take it, though. On a yellow card. Probably going to have his penalty saved or hit wide. That's what I'm guessing. Steps up, puts it straight down the middle. Good. 3-1. This trophy should be ours. His 27th goal of the season. I can see this being quite a common feature for us. Every year we're going to get to the cup final and we're probably going to struggle in it. We're also going to get knocked out of the Champions League in the group stages, and we're also going to win the Slovenian League. We've got 15 minutes left to play of the cup final. I can't really do anything, can I? Final few minutes of the game to play. Nothing has happened in the second half of extra time. The throw-on's taken by Mura, but we're not going to get anything. Luke Garbett stoops low to get the header clear. Mitrovic. We are over the 120 minutes. We've got 10 seconds of injury time to play. Pucko's going to play it across to the left back, Mohamed. Mohamed runs forward, or kicks it forward instead. It doesn't matter. It's gone off the pitch. It is full time. We've won 3-1. That was a potential upset there. That was a potential FMing, I think, is the proper terminology. Once again, like last season, half our team standing behind the barrier. 27 shots to their 3, and they scored a goal. We scored 3 goals. What is that? What is actually going on there? Maribor lift the Slovenian Cup. We've also done the double as expected. There isn't like a charity shield thing in Slovenia, so it means that we're only entered into 3 competitions every season, and one of them is going to be a European one, which we're going to be terrible at. Marcos Tavares is out for 3 days. That's fine. We've also got £50,000 for winning the cup final. So that is the end of the season. I'm going to go forward a couple of days because we're going to get our random awards and things like that. And then we're going to go into the next season in the next episode. Overall best 11 then. So a couple of new players have joined. Tyrone Mings is in there. Kyle Norton's also going to be the right back. Lyle Foster, despite the fact that he's only played 15 games, has also jumped in there ahead of Marcos Tavares, which I feel like is probably a lie. Tavares should be in there probably indefinitely. Fans Player of the Season, Luka Zahovic with 39%, Bonatini with 37%, so close behind Alex Pieler, a long way off on 19%. Blazvohovic with Goal of the Season, I'll show you that in a second. Isidore Bakayoko, £130,000 is our signing of the season, and Zahovic, I think, has won Young Player of the Year twice now. There's also some stats in case you're interested. Leo Bonatini does a lot of things. Let's take a look then at this Blazvohovic goal against Mura. So it wasn't in the cup final that we've just played. It was in a 5-0 victory apparently. So I can't remember this one. Carl Norton gets the ball, plays it across Vohovic, one touch straight into the back of net. Great finish from the Slovenian. Yeah, pretty good goal. End of season confidence review. So major highlight is winning the league, obviously. Disappointing performances of Tilen Klemenic, really? I don't think it was too bad. He got 6.69. I think that's not awful. Dressing room atmosphere is getting quite low. Club philosophies is getting... What are our club philosophies? What are they saying? Where club philosophy? We have none. What are you talking about? We have no club philosophies. How is that low? Club finances, though, through the roof, because you're not letting me spend any money. Another couple of days have passed, and we've got this bit of news, which is the same bit of news we had last season. So, we're going to upgrade our training and youth facilities. £6.75 million going to be spent on it. Our facilities now are getting very good. I want to show you some of the youth players that came through our youth academy last year as well, because there's a couple of decent ones who I want to try and introduce into the first team when they actually turn 17, because you're not allowed to play anyone under 17 years old in the Slovenian First League at the moment. A couple of future stars turned up in our youth academy last season. Dalibor Komprai is one of them. He's a central defender, but who can also play as a central midfielder. He's 6'5". I want to be playing him first team every single week in the Slovenian league, but because he's only 16 years old, he turned 17 in about, 3 weeks, something like that. So he's going to be playing a lot next season. He's got 5-star potential ability. He looks good. And the other one is Luka Jovic, who's also 16 years old, and he's only just turned 16 years old. We're gonna have to wait an entire year before we're allowed to play him in the first team. I think he's naturally a winger. I have been training him up to be a complete forward in the middle. Finishing not great, but given time, he'll hopefully improve that. A player that came through our youth system last year, which I didn't actually point out, was Timotej Kovac, who's also another striker. He's got great determination, great mental stats. Technically, he's not terrible as well. Needs to up his finishing and his passing if he wants to be a forward, but he looks pretty good as well. Some of the other players in our youth team who might be of interest. So, Emmanuel Agu, who I think I might have mentioned earlier, he's joined, he's real good. I mean, look at him, he's getting good. He's training up as that ball-playing defender. Abdallah Boujalmouna, who is an Algerian goalkeeper, he's looking really good. I gave him a league game, he let in 3. So, we'll not judge him on one game. Probably want him loaned out next season. Bernard Quay, the Ghanaian central midfielder, he's looking good as well. He needs first team football. Abdurrahman Ouaski, who is an Algerian striker, he's played a couple of times for the first team. He's not been very good. I want to loan him out. He's actually wanted as well. Who wants him? Rijeka. So he might actually go out on loan to somewhere in Europe. I'm not too fussed if it's a Slovenia or not. He needs football to get better. Namandi Kayode, who I showed you earlier, I mean, look how good he is. He's a real good footballer. I've loan listed him in the hope that someone in Slovenia might loan him, and then I can bring someone else through in my team, because he just needs football. I've just seen that he's 6'4". He's massive. And finally, Isidore Bakayoko, who's been here now for a year and a half, I think. So he's slowly... So he's been here a year. Okay, he's slowly but surely becoming close to being Slovenian. I say close, he's still got 4 years to go before he can get his Slovenian passport. But he's looking like a good footballer as well. Because of the rules in Slovenia, we can't really rely too heavily on the African players that I'm bringing in. A lot of them I'm bringing in the hope that they're going to be good. If they're not good, I'll sell them on and hopefully get some sell-on fees, things like that, percentages, all that jazz, like I did with that Mendy, I think his name was, who went to PSG. So I'm not pinning a lot of hopes on them. It's actually the Slovenians coming through the youth academy that I want to actually make into decent footballers, but just having the option of the occasional amazing Ivorian, quite handy. That is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And before I go, since I've started the Maribor save, I've picked up about 10-15 subscribers, which is a lot more than I was expecting to get, particularly as this is the end of life of Football Manager 2018. FM 2019 comes out in, let's say, 3 weeks. depending on when the beta comes out. I've pre-ordered it, so there will be FM19 content coming soon. But yeah, I just want to say a quick thank you for subscribing, all you new subscribers and you old subscribers. Thank you very much. If you did enjoy, leave a like. I'll see you next time, tomorrow, for the start of Season 3, where we'll probably have a transfer roundup and maybe a Champions League qualifying game. Who knows?